Add character to your next meeting when Wally Amos, speaker extraordinaire, presents a timeless message of personal triumph. When you need to educate, motivate, and inspire your organization, consider the man with the do-it spirit, Wally Amos. His message, tailored for each unique group and function, sets the tone for success. Sharing his principles of life success through a genuine, caring, and honest message, Wally Amos can help members attending your event find a way to rise above any adversity, a way to turn lemons into lemonade.
This is a lemon, but you already knew that. A lemon is symbolic of something sour. In real life, we look at a lemon and we oftentimes compare it with negative or unwanted experiences in our life. We've all been handed a few lemons in our time. What you do with this lemon once it's handed to you is really predicated on what you believe, on what your belief system is. I have been handed so many lemons now that I have become quite expert at making lemonade, at turning lemons into lemonade, at turning adverse situations into tremendous opportunities. As a matter of fact, I've gotten so good at this that I don't even believe in adversity anymore.
Listen to Wally Amos's message on enthusiasm.
Another ingredient that is just so wonderful is enthusiasm. Oh, see, I can't even say it without getting excited. Enthusiasm, which literally means the breath of God. Entheos is the root word, the breath of God. How many times have you experienced going into a room and, I mean, the enthusiasm level is low and everybody, there's just a gloom over the room. Either you went in or someone else that you saw come in, and all of a sudden this person came and said, "Hey, how y'all doing?" And the whole energy just lifted right up. Those were my experiences. They've been my experiences throughout life. That was my experience when I left Saks Avenue and I went back to Collegiate Secretarial Institute and told Lee, I said, "Lee, I left my job at Saks and I can't find anything I want." She said, "Hey, don't worry about it. I'll get you another job better than that one." And she did. I went to work at the William Morris Agency.
Wally can help your group find success with the power of a positive attitude.
Attitude. I can't say too much attitude. I could be here forever talking about attitude. It is such an integral ingredient in your life. Your attitude, a positive mental attitude. Power is knowing that you have it within you to alter the course of your life at any given moment, just through changing your thoughts, just through changing your attitude. Be positive. Don't think positive. I didn't say think positive. I said be positive. Comes from inside.
Be motivated by Wally Amos's message on faith and commitment.
The first ingredient, and I think it's absolutely the starting point of anything meaningful in your life, is faith. Folks, you can't do anything without a whole lot of faith. And it's faith in something bigger than you. It's faith in something so big that maybe you can't even describe it. It's faith in whatever it was that created you. Commitment. Commitment is all of these are important. My God, you can't. I don't want to be without any of them, But I tell you, commitment. I will. I will not. Well, I hope so. Give me a break. I will not. Well, I guess. No. I will not Well, I'll try.
You'll learn how audiences across America have found positive change for their organizations and their lives.
The question is not whether anything is hard or easy. The question that you must always ask yourself when attempting any task is simply, is it possible? Is it possible? Yes. You'll always get a yes because everything's possible. And then if you bring God into the equation, it says all things are possible with God. It doesn't say all things except your ideas. All things are possible with God. What do you believe? How strong is your faith? All things are possible with God. Yes, everything is possible. But you got to do it. Can't research it to death. Can't check it with all your friends. You can't give yourself all excuses and reasons not to do something. You got to do it.
Just as he did for the United Way of America, Wally Amos can and will remind your organization how truly special it is.
Day in and day out, United Way is there to help people in time of need. You're so important to the well-being of our nation. I hate to think what this country would be like without the United Way. We would be in a very, very sad state. There's something to be very, very proud of. We have an organization that we can hold our head up so high, and I don't care what has happened in the past. We've continued to move forward. We're growing more and more. You know, we had a little dip there for a while, but now, you know, we're beginning to come on the rise again. And still, during all the unrest of whatever was going on during the last couple of years with United Way, we were still out there serving. We were still doing the job day in and day out. So you're special. You're incredibly special. You're extra special. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. You're dedicated. You save lives in many, many instances. You are the pillar of your community. And the work that you do is vital, it's important, and it's something that we can all be proud of. And remember this little poem written by a chap named Sal Spralenza, and do it anyway. Some people are unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Love them anyway. If you do good, you may be accused of selfish, ulterior motives. Do good anyway. If you are successful, you may win false friends and true enemies. Succeed anyway. The good you do today, it just might be forgotten tomorrow, but you gotta do good anyway. Honesty and frankness, it makes you vulnerable. But you gotta be honest and frank anyway. The biggest people, the biggest people with the biggest ideas can be shot down by the smallest people with the smallest minds. But we have to think big anyway. Our people favor underdogs, but they follow only top dogs. Fight! Fight for some underdog anyway. What you spend years building can be destroyed overnight. God, we've seen that so often. I was in Hull, Illinois, not too long ago. It was one of the areas that was hardest hit by the floods of '93, and every building, every home in that community was just submerged in water. And they took me to a little lowland area, and there was still corn husks on the telephone wire, which was 16 feet in the air. What those people had spent all their life building was gone like that. But I saw very concrete signs of them building anyway. People really need help. More people need help today than perhaps at any time in our history. But they may attack you if you help them. Help people anyway. I give the world the best you've got and you'll get kicked in the teeth. There's no room in life for cynicism, really. Cynics never create anything, they only tear it down. They're good at telling you what's wrong, but they can't tell you how to fix it. You give the world the best you've got anyway.
Let Wally Amos, one of America's great entrepreneurs, combine the right mix of ingredients to help your organization accomplish their objectives.